Welcome back to Armchair Gaffers. You're here with myself, Walks. SB on the left wing. Hesse to the right of me. And Scorch playing the 10 role. You might have noticed that we are in a new environment. Good spirits as well.
Good spirits.
Not all of us. But yeah, we are currently in, let's refer to it as Wembley Stadium when Spurs were getting their new stadium built and that. At first it seemed like we were going to be there for a month, 2 months, 6 months. Ended up being a year. So let's just see how long we're at Wembley. A little bit of housekeeping.
I've got fond memories of Spurs at Wembley.
Where did I go? I went there and saw Spurs win against Inter Milan. Christian Eriksen. It's a little bit. It was part of that Champions League run. Yeah.
Conte doing Conte.
Europe. So yeah, that was decent. I went there. I also saw Man United lose there against Spurs.
That was nice.
I think you lot scored in the first minute or so. I remember Chris Smalling ended up on his backside. So I don't have great memories of Spurs at Wembley.
And you know what? I like this studio as well. No stars.
Yeah.
No stars. Yeah.
Big up the hosts. You might have noticed on our socials, our new schedule. Mondays is our weekend reaction. Mm-hmm. Tuesdays is the Continental Corner, and Wednesday is the final third.
Set your alarms.
Yeah, get used to it.
What time?
Share, and subscribe. And yeah, it's 9 a.m. every day. So going to school, going to college, uni, the trap. 9 a.m. Be ready. So yeah, get used to that. Today's show is brought to you by Moctopia, the finest flavors of the East. Appreciate it. Hit them up for SB's getting through that. Hit them up for mocktails, milkshakes, and fruit punches. Head to their Instagram page at Moctopia, where you can order your drinks and create your own customized punch. The armchair gaffer of the week for last week goes to Sam Collins for this comment, which you'll now see on screen. Sam said he thinks Miroslav Klose could have had a mention in that list last week. Probably a bit of an underrated shout. Great content as always, lads.
Whoa.
Loving all the different directions you're going with the football content, lads. Miroslav Klose.
I rated Miroslav.
The World Cup.
Yes,
World Cup.
Come on, guys, man.
Club football, though. I don't
Come on, man. Football. What, when he was busting it up at Lazio? Let's chill out. Let's chill out.
Big up, Sam, man. Big up yourself.
I rate. You see, though, one thing I will say: if there's an international tournament, I'm taking close.
You have to.
I'm taking close. I don't care who's in form, doing what. Don't care.
I'll take Muller probably after him as well. But yeah, big up Miroslav Klose. Jess,
go on.
This came from you.
What was it?
Top 4 predictions flashback. In our first ever episode, we predicted what this season, 2021 season, the top 4 will look like. A lot of football's been played since. Some strange things have happened. Predictable things have happened too. So I'm going to have a little flashback moment. SB predicted that Man United would finish 4th, Chelsea 3rd, Man City 2nd, Liverpool 1st. Jess said Everton 4th, Arsenal 3rd, City 2nd, Liverpool 1st. Scorch said Spurs would finish 4th, Chelsea 3rd, Liverpool 2nd, Man City 1st. And myself, not proud of this, said Man United would finish 4th, Arsenal 3rd, Liverpool 2nd, and Man City 1st. So just remember your predictions there, and we can come back and we'll revise them at the end of this episode. The weekend review.
What was that about? Like, just you got a little while to look yourself in the mirror.
Yeah, just remember, land. And if you need me to go over it, just let me know. But yeah, I've got mine, and it might change. But stay tuned, and we'll let you know at the end of the episode. So now for our weekend review. Game week 11 was delayed by a day after Newcastle's trip to Aston Villa was postponed after the Magpies reported a significant rise in COVID-19 test results. If reports are to be believed, the numbers run into the double figures, which is mad.
At
Newcastle's club, squad and backroom staff. Yeah, it's the first top-tier fixture this season to have fallen casualty to a coronavirus outbreak, which I was surprised about.
Why would you be? Have you been Newcastle?
I haven't been, I've missed out on a few nights out, yeah.
MNF on tour?
I've heard some things, so it's probably best if I stay away from there, if my missus...
Good man.
So as such, the first game of the weekend was cancelled, and Everton and Burnley now became the first game of the weekend with 12:30 kickoff at Turf Moor. Burnley and Everton shared the points in an entertaining Premier League tussle at Turf Moor. The hosts made a lightning start with a great strike from former Man U Academy scholar Robbie Brady, giving them a lead in the 3rd minute. Fabian Delph went off. How many starts do you think Fabian Delph's had at Everton this season?
3 starts.
Yeah.
2.
SB.
Wow.
You've nailed it. Yeah, he went off with a hamstring injury, and it adds to, I guess, the ever-growing list of muscle injuries. 5 subs. You want to bring that in, guys? Are we still against it? 5 subs.
Nah, I'm not really. Yeah.
Still not here for it.
They didn't even have a midweek game, did they, Everton either?
Did they even play?
No
Did
real
they
excuses.
play?
They don't play midweek. No.
Yeah, man. Chill out.
Everton equalised, just before half time through who else than Dominic Calvert-Lewin. LeBron, the Premier League's leading goal scorer with 11 goals, and he's currently boasting a hit rate of 1 goal every 88 minutes.
Not bad.
Goal of the game.
Yeah, you can't knock that. Pope and Pickers were in good form yesterday in front of Gareth Southgate.
Listen,
fighting.
Pickford-
Those are England's 2 number ones, I think.
Pickford actually shot Scorcher up.
Yeah, no, to be fair, if you play 11 games and you don't make a blunder in 2 of them,
Done all right, innit?
yeah.
We're saying less haste on that.
It's
that
turning.
Yeah.
It's turning.
Slowly.
An important point for Burnley, who stay in the bottom 3, 6 points after 10 games. And Everton are 9th and look well on course to win the Everton Cup again. I think.
Lovely.
Hey, don't you think, like, I was thinking about this, don't you think, like, everybody pulled the trigger a little bit quick?
We were a little bit.
But you got to remember all the
Premature.
factors. Like, they were looking good. Don Carlo, James.
But you know what as well? Other people as well hadn't made all of their transfers. Like, for instance, didn't Everton, I swear a lot of some of Tottenham's business come after Everton.
So
Some.
Vinicius Junior probably would have been there post Bale.
Post, Regulon, post.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Højbjerg did start that game, and some people said, "Oh, he was out of his depth or whatever." But
Tired in that one.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to lie. That game,
He looked bad
I was
that game.
concerned, but I just kept it stum.
Stum.
I thought, ooh, what have we done here?
What have we got here? innit?
Then it was he's patterned up now. It's
Fitness,
just, yeah.
fitness.
part of the furniture. Everton have conceded in 10 consecutive Premier League games, the longest run without a clean sheet since 2017.
What did they expect? with that defence?
Injuries have killed them as well, I think, a little bit.
And what are you doing? 3 at the back now? Because they're playing...
Wing backs, Iwobi.
It will be wing back.
Do you know
Looking
what?
alright, though.
I heard that one of the commentators call him Iwobi, and I thought, what
Interesting.
is that, like a new Apple product?
Yeah, the I will be.
That's how we take
It's a new
It looks good, but
robot.
has no end product.
Like you order it and it just never arrives.
Burnley have won once in the last 11 Premier League games,
so
and they've scored
butters.
6 goals
die.
in the process.
And the
they're
sad-
gonna see, they're gonna be here next season.
Yep.
So-
They'll be in
Somehow
the season.
they'll-
And the sad thing is, yeah, on that form there, Sean Dyche is still in the running for the England job if Gareth goes.
Imagine Sean Dyche gets the England job. It's gonna be.
I'm not gonna imagine that.
It's gonna be. What was your thoughts?
The Cookie
Oh,
Monster.
what did you think about the summer or the winter World Cup? He's allow it.
Let's leave Dash alone, man. He's doing a good job, has done a good job, and when that money comes, I think we're gonna see big things.
That money.
Yeah,
They got bought.
the
didn't they?
takeover is coming soon.
Yeah.
As in the takeover, the
The
break's
break's
over.
over. Wait till the winter break and then watch what they do.
Oh,
But I think Wood. We bigged him up a bit. He scored double figures in I think all of his seasons he's played in the Prem. But this year it's not happening just yet.
I feel Barnes I feel Barnes is messed.
Underrated.
They're both
Barnes.
they're just not.
Barnes is
They
like
just don't look good. Do they?
he's not
They just-
underrated. Because you got to have some kind of ratings to be underrated.
He's
He's
underrated.
he's like
unfashionable.
he's not in right. Like he would never be
Have you seen some of the goals he scored before?
He's scored some cold goals.
He scored some good
But
goals.
listen to this though. You know Wood, yeah?
Yeah.
This is how sick it is, yeah. Harry Kane, yeah, is an unfashionable footballer, right?
Yeah.
to some degree. Yeah,
He's not really fashionable, yeah.
yeah.
But Chris Wood is an unfashionable Harry Kane.
That is that's the
That is
the
a
double.
ma-
Yeah.
It's a bad thing.
Big up him, man. The most basic of strikers.
So are Everton still title contenders, or are we not doing that anymore?
It got old fast. That did.
Alright, cool.
Finished.
That was done.
That lasted a third of the season.
Yeah, it was cute.
It's cute.
It was a cute little run, man. Moving on to the next game, which was Man City versus Fulham. I guess everyone had this down as a goal fest. Didn't really turn into that. Raheem Sterling's close range finish and Kevin De Bruyne penalty. All four of his goals this season have been from the penalty spot, but no one calls him KDP.
And I know why. KDP.
KDP.
Do you know what? Because
Oh,
my theory
yeah,
was,
no one-
yeah.
no one
Look,
calls
didn't
him-
even
yeah.
clock.
No, because what I
Holy
said, yeah,
shit.
someone asked me about this, and I said because Kevin De Pena hasn't got a good ring to it,
I
but
got you, man.
KDP has got a good
Remember
ring
when
to
you
it.
heard it first?
KDP.
How quick can we trademark this? Can we get on the?
phone to the
That's phone's
Yeah.
dead.
ah.
KD.
KDP.
Do you know what? Yeah, even though his name is currently KDP, he looked a bit back in form.
Okay,
yesterday,
if you're gonna be honest.
if we're going to
Where was he playing? Because they had Rodri and Gundogan playing in the middle, so he's not in the midfield no more. That's what it is.
Less heavy lifting.
Exactly.
Fulham.
So he can play where he likes to hide. You know when he likes to hide out on that right wing?
SB's got something to say.
To be fair, he wasn't hiding.
SB raises a good point.
it was
If you look at the opposition,
it was Fulham.
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 Hey,
I've got something to say on Fulham. Maybe in part 3 for like a once to watch,
Go on.
but we'll get to it.
remember the guy you was telling me about? This is years ago. There was 2 players. They were like
Seri.
not Seri, the other one, Anguissa.
Lamina.
Bro,
Did I- yeah.
Anguissa.
Oh no, he's got.
He was playing
bro.
mental
Alright,
yesterday.
I'll send you lot the comp of Anguissa yesterday. Unbelievable.
He's gonna end up somewhere like Roma.
He's like
He-
that
somewhere
Brighton
Leeds.
guy that you
Yeah.
like what's his name?
Bissouma.
They're
But
a man,
with
yeah,
more
yeah,
power.
Yeah.
Yeah, horse and hair.
And
Yeah,
here.
vibes, good vibes. City have recorded their first back-to-back wins of the season.
Yeah, and who's in the team that I said should be playing for England?
John Stones?
Stonesy boy.
We cannot put it down to Stone. Just
We
Stones
can.
returning.
We
It's
can.
Stones.
We can put it down to Stones. We will. With the armchair gaffers.
Yeah. We reinstated Stones,
Yeah.
and now
We say it again. We reinstated John
reinstated
Stones.
Stones, and now Man City are no longer in 11th.
Mhm.
Where are they? Wolves?
They're boosting up their
That
team.
They are climbing up the table.
table's looking
They
kind of
are-
patterned again
It's
now.
kind of taking shape. They're currently, I believe, they are in 5th.
All right, so they're in the ends.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Everyone's
They're where they
local.
need to be.
Look, everybody, I just want to put this out there. I've been banging the drum saying, "Raw, John Stones." Like I look at some of the centre backs man have playing for England.
Mhm.
Nobody can tell me that Michael Keane's better than John Stones.
So let's list some of them. So yeah, we've got Harry Maguire, Tyrone Mings,
He's better than Mings.
Eric Dyer,
Better than Dyer.
Connor Cody.
Better than Connor Cody. You telling me that Connor Cody is more of a ball playing centre half than
I think he
John
made
Stones?
mistakes when he gave him a chance, though, didn't he?
I think it's close, Scorch. In 2020, you know.
Okay, cool.
Joe-
No, in 2020, I hear you.
Joe Gomez.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know what's mad? Yeah, I bet you. I saw something. Yeah, a stat. I think it was like over the past 3 years. You know, John Stones. They say John Stones is he gives away the ball. Yada yada. You know,
Yeah.
he's got higher passing completion than all of them. All of them centre backs that he plays with at City, all of them. Him one, but they don't mention that.
I think I saw a stat previously, and I'll try and find it about the best centre back partnerships, and I think Stones was in it statistically.
I'm telling man.
But
I'm
then if you
telling
look at
do you know
errors
what
that
it
lead
is?
to goals,
Because he's been dropped by Pep, yeah, I understand it. Like man, look at it like raw. Pep's done with it. That doesn't make him a bad player. Like right now, Varane is going mental. Yeah,
and still playing though.
it's mental. Varane is going sick with the mistakes. However, we all know, like, if the Euros or whatever comes round tomorrow, Varane's gonna be in that team,
Yeah.
and France have a good chance of winning things with him in it.
And I guess, going back to what Southgate said, he wants players that can play, which is why Smalling doesn't get a look in. Stones can play.
He's a player, man.
But
I
you just
really
need to
want
be
Tottenham
playing
to
for
buy
your
him.
team. Yeah. I
Nah.
don't know if Mourinho goes in for it.
Nah,
man.
Jose's never buying somebody that craves it there.
I'm
Just to
not
pass the
sure.
ball.
At the time of writing my notes, only 5 points separated Chelsea in 1st and Wolves in 10th, which is nuts. Guardiola, after the City win, said that he believes this season's Premier League title race will be more open than in previous seasons. Do we agree with this? And if so, what do we think are the factors, Jess?
The main factor is anyone can get it now. And that's, when I say that, I mean you can miss players due to COVID. Anyone can get it. So that would be a major factor right away. And it kind of shows if you look at teams, players just aren't in. Like, what they got? COVID. You know what I mean? So look at the table. The fact that you got Tottenham sitting so high. What?
We'll get to it.
Yeah, but no. I think Klopp said that he fancies Chelsea as well.
Okay.
I read that Klopp.
I feel like there's a lot of humility flying around. When Chelsea went top about 2 weeks ago, Lampard said, we're only going to be top for 5 minutes. Jose described Spurs as a little pony in a horse race.
My Little Pony.
Yeah.
He meant My Little Horse.
But
I don't know if he's even trying to... He might be trying to say we're even more side than they were side. Like super side. These lot ain't even a little...
No one really wants to say like we're in a title race. Pep now saying that anyone can win it. Klopp looking and saying Chelsea are top boys. What's going on? Like?
Mind games.
Mind games. That's exactly what it is.
Like no one wants to be favourite because they don't want to bottle it.
And we've played a considerable amount of football.
I'll tell you what I'm going to need, though. I'm going to need, man, to not say Chelsea aren't in the title. What are you on about?
Nah.
You spend them racks. You came in
down.
the top 4 last year. You are racing.
Yeah, let's not play it
down. What we're not going to do here at Armchair Gaffers is let you get away with removing yourself from the race to relieve some pressure.
Pressure is to be applied,
No, it will be applied. Application.
An 8th defeat of the season for Fulham means they remain in 17th, 1 point better off than West Brom and Burnley, and those teams have played a game less.
Who have they got that weekend by for clubs?
I was going to say, a host of bookies have them down as odds on to go down. Does anyone have any issues with that to start with?
Fulham going down?
You think they can stay up?
They got a chance. You know what?
My next question was, do they have too much quality to go down? Or is that not a thing?
I think they've got goals in them compared to the other teams, compared to your Sheffields, your West Broms.
Yeah, I heard that.
And your Burnleys. They've got goals in them. I don't know about the defence.
Yeah.
But they've got goals in them.
Yeah, you raise a good point. Yeah, they've conceded 21 goals this season. And I think SB's right in terms of the quality isn't.
They conceded what? 21
goals so far.
Yeah, that's not a lot. That's what, 2 goals a game nearly.
No, that's
2 goals a game every game.
That's not that bad. It's only more than one. Like, that's one more than 0.
They're fighting though.
So it's not that. It's not that bad.
It's only 2 goals a game every game.
They don't look so depleted like the other relegation teams, though.
I think.
Nah, you know what? If I'm being real, when I think about it, when you started saying the other teams that they would need to, in essence, outscore, they got way more goals in them. Yeah, way more.
In West Brom.
So they've got
Brighton,
Cavallero, they got Mitrovic, Lookman, Loftus-Cheek if he wants to chip in with a goal here or there. Bobby Reed.
There's a lot of would-be, could-be.
Yeah,
players. A lot of man that I'm not
in
certain.
Space,
there's a lot of man that I am not certain are going to get 4 Premier League goals.
I want to put my name next to it, yeah.
I didn't go 5.
How about 3.6 goals on average?
I fancy man to do that.
I think Mitrovic will get you 6.4 goals. This season.
Let's see. Let's count.
Hey, don't you think Mitrovic's stock was high at one point to where it was like, wow, why is he in the champ? Yeah.
He's showing it now.
He's showing why.
But I feel like the champ X'd him because he adjusted to the champ and now he can't switch it back.
Yeah, he's in the Bamford. He's Bamford and him of
sliding doors.
Hey, good film. Man City have scored as many goals over their last 2 Premier League games as they had in their previous 7.
Well, let's not skew the stats here because one of those games was against Burnley,
which was fine. But the fact remains. Or is this just?
This is why I can't. This is why. Agendas? Listen, guys, I'm tired of living in this era we live in because you people,
stat merchants.
Yeah, you're stat merchants, and you say the stats, but it doesn't tell you the full story. It's like
tell them, Jess.
It's like see when
just for Prime Minister.
Yeah. Speak to them. Number 10.
Prime Ministers do this, didn't they? That's how they talk.
No, you don't point with a finger. You point with a.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what I hate, is when you have your striker, let's say Christian Benteke, and you see the bottom of the screen, 8 goals in last 8 games. What they're not telling you, is that the first game was a League Cup game against Lincoln.
Yeah.
And he scored 4. Yeah. The 8th game was a League Cup game against Cambridge United, and he scored another 4.
Scored another 4.
He's not telling you that in the 6 games in
He
between,
took some time off.
he scored. He was 0-for-0
We
playing
can't
90 minutes.
this week. We can't diss Benteke.
We can't this
however much
week.
we would, because
Even though they played against
as
a
it
10
goes
men West Brom.
he actually turned up. Raheem Sterling has won 20 penalties in the Premier League, more than any other player in the history of the competition. It's a random stat for you. Another one.
Dangerous.
West
is it?
that's the most
Dangerous,
any player's ever won. I think he's
That's
City's
kind of a
second.
cold stat.
I think he's City's second most important player after De
He
Bruyne.
gets kicked down every time you do watch him play. To be fair, in the box, Raheem.
He just seems to keep going under the radar, but he's still doing mad things.
jobs, yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
True.
But whatever. West Ham, Man United. West Ham 1, Man United 3. Come on.
Can I say,
Come on, boy.
Please.
I couldn't watch this game because I was out, but I called one of my United friends
Mhm.
when it was 1-0 to West Ham.
Yeah.
And I said to him, yeah, you're losing, but Ollie's second half is one of these things you can't write off. Ollie's got this thing, he's like a Zenzu bean, yeah? Like when
For
he's
people
down
that don't know what a Zenzu, because I didn't watch Dragon Ball Z.
You don't know what a Zenzu bean is?
Was it like another life?
It's basically another life. When you're down and out, you pop a Zenzu bean and you're back.
Like a
He's got a whole bag of them.
He's got the little brown bag. Armchair gaffers, my Dragon Ball fans, you understand, yeah?
I don't get it.
Like a
Zenzu
Viagra.
beans. Those of you that don't understand, like you can't write off United in the second half, and also the luxury to bring on Bruno Fernandes, yeah?
Let's get it right. That's
Bruno
mad for you to stop
Fernandes.
calling him by his proper name.
Well, he's been taken over by KDP.
KDP.
Yeah.
man.
To have the luxury to bring on Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford, it's fantastic. A lot of teams can't do that. Very few teams can have that luxury.
We're such a 2-man team, man.
Nah, you're more than that.
Which
Rashford and Bruno, man. Literally, for 60 minutes, nothing happened. For 60 minutes, Bruno comes on.
No, maybe remember,
Bruno and
like,
Rashford come on.
it's not that. Their style of play, Rashford and Fernandes, they work off each other. But Fernandes feeding him and Rashford making the runs, like it's gonna work.
I saw a stat of. Sorry, I know you don't really like stat merchants, but
Depends.
Bruno's got the most goals and assists
Was it 35?
since
It's crazy.
contribution since he's joined.
Yeah.
36
36 now.
goal contributions.
How
in
many?
38 games.
How many pens?
The pens aren't as much as people
like
believe.
8 innit, or something like
yeah,
that.
it's not. At one point in the Prem, it was half his goals, but I think earlier this season
He's
it's
repatterned
done,
it.
man.
Do we
Yeah.
start calling Bruno world class?
Do you know what?
Do
we
we?
was having this convo in one group.
It's
Yeah.
a yes.
So for me, I just need him to just see out the season. That's it. For me, because at the moment, all he's shown me is world class. So it's not for me to say that you're not. But the thing is, I've seen many men show me what I thought was world class for a period of time, and then the next season comes and it's all different.
It's a different look
So
at
he's already getting to 12 months. You get me? Just get to the end of the season. That's 18 months. And I'm going to say, you know what? See that Bruno Fernandes? World class.
He has won United's player of the season 5 times. Bearing in mind, he only joined
That is fucking ridiculous.
player of the season, player of the month. Player of the
That
month,
is
sorry.
mental.
Sorry, he's won
How long
United's
has he been at the club?
Oh,
So
I
basically-
thought he's won it. He's been in the club
He's
for
won
less than a
United's
year, but
player
he's
of
won
the-
player of the
month.
season 5 times.
Sorry about that. He's won it 5 times.
Yeah.
He joined in January, obviously. He didn't play till February. And then the season got locked off.
For like 4
So he's had maybe like 7 months worth of football.
And
and he's won the player of the month 5 times.
yeah, it's time that
Yeah.
we stop being shy and just call it for what it is. He's the best player in the best midfielder in the Premier League.
Oh, yeah. Because I was coming for you.
He got out there.
Ooh,
didn't he?
yeah,
I'm coming with some
That,
stick talk.
that was close.
Hey, question though. Martial.
Let's not go there now because guys,
It doesn't-
last week I said some things about Marcus Rashford.
People didn't like
yeah?
it.
And we guys didn't realise, yeah? I was talking about Martial. It was a slip of the tongue. Just then, how I said he was a player of the season. I'm going to say player of the month. It is the same thing.
So talk to me.
This Martial guy, yeah?
By the way, that happened to me. I just want to throw this out there.
Yeah.
1 week when we was talking about England, I was saying, "Raw, I don't know why England should play Chilwell on the left of the
centre back thing." And I think I was like,
I heard that.
and you lot was like,
Mm-hmm.
and no one weren't really with me. So I was like, alright, cool. And I've been I've had this on in my head for a time.
It hurt him.
So I'm like, bro, why like? What? And then I realised I meant Cresswell.
Yeah.
Easy mistake.
It happens. Yeah. And I understand because I done the same thing last week when I was referring to Martial.
Okay.
I said Rashford.
Didn't you mention like meals and cooking meals and stuff like that? Has Martial done like soup kitchen or something? Well, just
Anyway,
you've been
yeah,
caught out.
yeah,
Yeah. SB on Martial, what do you think?
He's bleeding, man. You know, I didn't realize he was so old. He's 25.
He was 25 yesterday.
That's
But
not old.
not
25,
old, but
turned 25 yesterday.
for his consistency and the ability he's supposedly meant to have, he needs to start showing.
He's still doing
the baby boy, 21-year-old thing.
the young up and coming.
Yeah.
How was Martial 25 and old and Jay Lings is like 27 and has potential? You can't.
Who said Jay Lings had potential?
That Lingard thing was like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
And yeah, unfortunately.
But no, Martial
doesn't play a
does
lot.
need a bit of help. He's an arm around him right now, but we haven't got anyone on the bench.
See, now I saw the United lineup, yeah, and it was Pogba and McTominay double pivot. You had Donny in the number 10, and you had Martial and Greenwood, yeah. And I was thinking and Cavani up top. I was thinking, well, couldn't you pull out Martial, maybe like shoehorn Van der Beek in that left forward kind of role, and put Fernandes in the number 10. I'm sure Van der Beek's got enough footballing nous about him.
He struggled in the 10 yesterday.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
He struggled in the 10.
Put him
I fancy the Beek. Sorry to cut you,
Go
Jess. I fancy Van der Beek as an actual midfielder, not number 10.
Yeah.
Like,
6 or 8.
He's cold when he somehow arrives, but his thing's not even arrived. He runs beyond. Like, I don't know how he does it, but he ends up receiving beating the offside trap, receiving the ball. Like,
but remember, he was struggling at number 10 role because he's got a Cavani playing in the 9. And I don't think he'll thrive with a Cavani. Like, who does he play with at Holland? Who's their striker?
Depay?
Exactly. A ball playing.
Cavani's a top. Like, do you know what I noticed in Bear? Like, man was saying, Cavani's fucking lost it again. Bro, he was playing on a different wave to man. He's flicking it round the corner, little back kills, this and that. And man are looking at him like, oh, you just giving the ball away. Yeah, because, sorry, my bad. I thought you was Mbappe or Neymar or Di Maria or Icardi or Verratti.
Yeah.
I thought you was someone that was on the wave.
He's got to lower his expectations, you're saying?
Yeah, when he's flicking it round the corner and fucking...
Demla on
fucking
Kawasaki
Balbuena's is bursting onto it, taking his first touch.
That was annoying me a little bit.
Like, but I don't think that's Cavani. And the thing is as well, what I do rate is that Cavani is trying these things. So the fact that I tell you what I've seen too much times like at United and Arsenal is you see sometimes man come to the club at whatever level they're coming from and then they play down to the level of what's going on. And I like the fact that even though he was giving the ball away, to my mind, I'm like, yeah, but eventually, or pretty soon, I'm assuming that they're professional footballers, they're smart. Like, pretty soon, they're going to start picking up on it, and that's going to actually raise
start
the
filling
level.
those spaces where the ball's dropping into.
You know what it sort of reminded me of? It did kind of remind me of the Zlatan effect.
Because I got to disagree with you. Because you're speaking from the assumption that Cavani rocks up on a Saturday evening and just goes on the pitch. Sorry, mate, what's your name? All right, yeah, I'm Ed. Mark, right, nice to meet you. No. Yeah, these guys train every single day. So these flicks, I'm assuming that's what he does in training. Yeah, so there's no excuse for them to not be on the wave. That's why players train. That's why you have the green lines on that game you play.
Oh, my team, yeah.
That's it.
Whose fault would it be then? Cavani for continuing to do it, or the players for not being there?
All I can say is that he has to be doing things that he's not doing in training. Because why else would they not be on the same wave?
Do you not think it's still early?
Yeah.
I think it's still a case of we're 11 games, and I think it's still a case of just getting those green lines to be green. rather than it's a bit orange.
And I guess one of the most intelligent players in our team, Bruno Fernandes, weren't playing when
That's
Edison
another thing,
was
yeah.
on the pitch. Quickly, playing poorly, going behind and finding a way to win. Are we seeing that as a negative,
No.
or is it a sign of great character?
I've been saying this, and as much as man want to deny it, yeah, the players are playing for Ole. Like you can say whatever you want, yeah, about maybe he got it wrong in the first half, but guess what? He got it right in the second half.
Yes.
He got it more right.
You're right.
in
Yeah,
the
so
second
if
half.
he's to blame for the first half,
He's to praise for the second
yeah,
half.
you can't have it both ways, I guess.
And one of the things, like, this is not me saying that I rate
SB is-
Ole. Like,
He's breathing heavily.
I'm not
over
a mad Ole fan at all. This is not me saying I rate Ole, but you have to respect when a manager's got done something cold, because for me, like one of the signs of a manager that I rate as an elite manager, or even just a cold manager, is the ones that can change things. Like everyone's got a plan to get punched in the face. Everyone's got this perfect plan.
Mhm.
But what happens when it's not going your way? The cold managers, they start out like this and then they change. And then the other guy, if he's cold, works that out and then adapts to that. And then you got to go again. And he's actually managed to do that and keep going.
It keeps happening as well.
Yeah, bro.
United keep going behind. SB, what do you think? I guess as a United fan, how does it make you feel? I know how it makes me feel. But yeah.
Because when you're seeing the team that we had up against West Ham, we should not be struggling against West Ham for 60 minutes like the way we did. Man had 4 nows and Bowen moving like...
Bowen was looking
moving like he was Neymar on the pitch, bro.
Prime
Like,
Messi.
Bowen.
bro, why are we struggling like this? Did you see the chances? It was nearly embarrassing to watch that first 45 minutes as a United fan.
First 60 minutes.
60, sorry, yeah. It was embarrassing to watch. So I don't know if I really want to take the embarrassment and then maybe we might come back or
I'll tell
maybe...
you, I'll take embarrassment and 3 points all day long.
I don't know, because sometimes it's not 3 points, it's just embarrassment. But, yeah, that's my take
It's a
on
slippery
Ole,
slope. West Ham sitting in 7th in the table after an opening schedule that has included games against all but Chelsea of last season's top 8, and they sitting in 7th.
They were unlucky to lose to Arsenal. I think it was 2-1. I think they were unlucky to lose to Chelsea. I think
They haven't played Chelsea just yet.
not Chelsea. There was another, maybe Man City.
David Moyes better than Ole.
They've had a few. Well, he's got more experience. Bear that in mind.
Yeah, West Ham are trying to tie him down to a long-term contract now as well. So
He's experienced.
he's not as. But I think the United experiment.
Hey, that's a very serious. No. Actually, I'm chilling. I'm gonna chill. Now Ole finishes top 4, so nah.
Okay, cool. Let us know. Ole or Moyes. Chelsea versus Leeds. Chelsea went top of the Premier League as they came from behind to beat Leeds United in their first game in front of fans for 9 months. Missed the season contender for Timo Werner.
Yeah.
I don't know how he managed to miss it. He's like, as we said, I think last week, he's just like a bundle of energy. He's like a taut rubber band.
Before we get into Chelsea, having fans in the stadium, even 2,000 fans,
makes a big difference.
You're saying it's nice.
It's nice. Like I never thought 2,000
back.
people in them big stadiums could make all that sound.
No, like have you ever been in the away section and you're overpowering
Yeah, exactly.
fans? Because you know what it is? It's all those people all in one goal projecting.
Whereas,
it feels more intimate as well. Like if the players feel like more closer to the fans as well.
It's from the games that I watched yesterday.
Yeah,
it was decent to have fans back.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And secondly, sorry, go on.
No, go.
No, on the Chelsea now. What was you gonna say?
Chelsea goals from Zuma again.
Wait. I want to talk about one person.
Giroud again. Pulisic off the bench, I believe. Bamford scored the opener for Leeds as well. I guess going back to his old stomping ground.
Has Giroud got 5 goals this week?
Giroud has got 5 goals this week.
Less than that.
And now we're seeing why. Who's the manager? Is it Didier? Who's the manager? Not
Didier Deschamps.
Yeah, it is Didier. Now we see what Didier sees in Ole, because mate, he's gonna get you goals in the right system. He's gonna get you goals. Martial, take notes.
One of my Arsenal friends said that he does this a lot. Scores goals in like fits and spurts, and then he'll be quiet for.
But he also
like most strikers.
That might be true, but he also gets selected in that way.
Contributes as well without the goals.
Yeah.
And his hair's always set nice as well.
I feel like again he benefits like Van Dijk from pretty pretty privilege. I feel like people just like big him up more than he is because they think that he's
Prude's a player, man.
a handsome bloke. I think he's done well this week, but I still think that he's a good backup striker for a top team.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
You're gonna say this about the second all-time top scorer for France, second only to Thierry Henry.
Yeah, but this is also because Benzema doesn't play.
Stats. That's stats again. That's
I thought he
stats.
wasn't a
No,
Oh
starter.
yeah,
he's
now
not
you're
sure.
using the.
No, because stats
man.
stats will be me stating the number. I'm stating a fact. Okay, it's a big difference.
Stats.
Yeah, the fact is a number, isn't it?
That's why it's a stat.
This is why I'm considering leaving armchair gaffers. For those of you at home
You're
that
going
don't know,
nowhere. You're on a long-term contract, and
Just recovered
until we
from
get a
the COVID
decent
as well, so
contract,
yeah.
yeah.
this buyout clause has got me tied in. If it weren't for the buyout clause, I'd be gone.
Scorch. Chelsea are unbeaten in 9 top flight games. They're handling Champions League and Prem schedule very, very well. Any thoughts? And you did say that, they're genuine title contenders.
Yeah. There's one player that I've kind of got to eat some humble pie about.
Can I guess?
Who?
Yeah.
At Chelsea, I'd say Kante.
Kepa.
No.
Let me guess again.
Not Kepa just yet.
Edouard Mendy.
No.
Mateo Kovacic. Who then?
Zuma.
Kurt Zuma.
See Zuma, yeah.
Kurt Zuma. The most informed centre-back / or defender in
He
the Premier
is
League.
the absolute not good guy doing good things at the minute. Like, I can't, like, bro, I swear he's got more goals than Aubameyang.
He's got more goals than Aubameyang. He's
Most
got more
people
goals than
have.
Martial, more goals than Firmino as well.
Like, bro, he's busting up the net. He's not making sick mistakes. He's not playing sick, but that's not really his job. And in reality, the reality is this is partly Thiago Silva, but we can't like take Zuma's performances away from him.
And I was gonna say as well. You mentioned how Giroud has the handsome man privilege.
Yes.
It's the opposite for Kurt Zuma. We look at him and we don't really rate him.
People give, they put, I've heard the word clumsy used before.
He
A
is.
lot of the time, he is.
See, for me, Kurt Zuma is to me him and Davinson Sanchez are very similar.
Calamities.
Like he's just maybe not as Kalam, but doesn't take as much responsibility as Davinson.
Chelsea, though, one second. I have to say, Chelsea, I think, out of all of the big teams, have the best squad, quality-wise.
The quality, like,
Depth-wise. They take someone out and put someone in, and
and it's quality.
it's quality.
Yeah.
Do you know one thing as well I like about Chelsea? Like, I like that their just default style of football is to juke it. Like, whether it's popping or not popping, whether they're winning, losing, good run, bad run, league, cup, Europe, they play football every game.
Is that Lampard's mark on the Chelsea team, or?
Well, when you think about it, they had a ball playing manager before, and then Lampard's had a season, so I'd probably put it as a blend of the two.
It's maybe a bit too soon to say that. And I think on Zuma, big props to him because I think at times he was behind Christensen, Rudiger.
Oh my
Brought
God,
in-
where's Christensen?
Brought into out in the
Soft.
cold.
He's like another
Tomori was
Lindelof.
playing ahead of
Yeah.
Zuma.
Yeah.
So one thing though is is Lampard? Are we sacking off this young England Nivea advert?
It's a bit quiet on that front.
It's not really that so much.
No,
is
It's
we're
done
not-
now. It's just
It's done now.
back in-
just Mount Abraham.
back in
James,
youth.
Yeah, it's
And James.
yeah, James,
back in
yeah.
youth, back in young English youth. Yeah, it's not that you don't really hear that much.
But to be fair, those three came through under him.
Which is good.
Kind of got to rate it.
In the Prem,
Yeah,
you don't
you
really
gotta
have
rate it.
four
He's
English
got 3
players
academy products
in
that
a
come through under him.
top 4 team
yeah,
playing.
a team that keep going top of the league, for 5 minutes or whatever
Gotta
it
give him
is.
some props on that end.
And they're slapping their Champions League group.
Yeah. Big time. Also, as well, on the subject of Zuma, before we forget, the guys stayed there through the loans. I think Everton, Stoke.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was he at Stoke playing alongside Bruno Martins Indy? That couldn't have been nice.
What a player.
I saw
was.
Bruno Martins Indy the other day.
Where was he?
Where's he
Oh.
plying his
He
trade?
he got bought for some money as well, you know.
Enfield playing fields or something like that.
I think he's
The
in
Marshes.
Turkey.
Crazy eyes, isn't it?
Yeah.
The eyes were intense. He's got intense.
No, but he
like-
looks different now.
Has
Oh,
he got
is it?
hair?
He's like his eyes are calmer now, and he's got a different trim. He's got hair. He's got
got hair?
Yeah, he's got hair.
Oh, he's another one of those psychos that.
Them transplants on.
were
There's something going. Do you
Bald
know?
by choice.
Oh,
the ball by choice, man.
Is it
I get it now
Turkey?
because I see Skirtle
Yeah.
with hair. Them man are in
Yes.
Turkey.
Come on.
That's what they're doing. You know,
Part of the
they're
deal.
saying to them, listen,
patting your hair.
But we'll pattern like
as well
little bit of
in the
this.
contract.
Yeah, man.
Follicles. You get
Make you look
follicles in
You
your
gotta
contract.
do what you gotta do. Yeah, I remember seeing Zuma play against PSG for Sanity and in probably about 6 years ago, and he moved to Ibra.
Oh yeah.
Moved to him.
I can imagine.
And I was like, blood, this guy's mad. Then
Yeah.
Chelsea come in for him, scooped him up. I think that was, Mourinho was probably back at Chelsea then.
PP.
He said, yeah, you're coming with me.
He's P&P.
Come with me.
Yeah.
Big win for Saint Etienne against PSG. And I was like, blood, he's probably like 19, 18 then. But he moved to Ibra and I was like, okay. And it's good, man. Yeah, it hasn't
Hey,
been easy for him and he's come around.
Little
and shown
segue
that
on
he's the man.
Ibra. Ibra wasn't in our top attackers last week. What do we say about that?
I'm cool with it.
I'm cool. with it
I'm
as well.
cool with it.
Okay, I got a
That's
bit
League
of,
well.
I saw a few things online saying like where was Ibra in your list, but
Yard.
Yo,
Yeah,
chilling.
Rightfully so.
no problem.
West Brom Crystal Palace was Sunday's early kickoff, and it had threatened to go largely unnoticed. Wilfried Zaha, we haven't seen that for a minute. Wilfried Zaha
Had to dust
again.
it off.
When we're gonna see it
I
again?
don't
Like,
see that in
yeah.
basketball. I don't really see that. in
Wilfried
football
Zaha
anymore.
again underlined his importance to Crystal Palace as they took advantage of the controversial dismissal of Mateus Pereira. I don't think it was controversial myself. To claim their first points in 3 games with a rout at West Brom. Yeah, it was a 5-1 win. West Brom went down to 10 men on 34 minutes and holding out for almost an hour with 10 men proved impossible. And Zaha sparked a Palace goal fest. Yeah, my question to you guys, is there a team more dependent on one player than Palace?
They are not dependent on one player.
United.
What?
Bruno.
What? Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about Rashford.
I've got 2 examples.
I don't think there is, because
No, there is.
they
So
got no.
I've got
Palace
Bruno.
have got a mad.
I've got
Yeah,
Everton.
that's
That.
with it,
I've
yeah.
got Everton and DCL at the minute.
No, there's an even bigger one.
I don't know.
The
Tell us.
team that's the most dependent on one player. If he doesn't score, the team doesn't win and they don't play. Yeah.
Aubameyang.
Aubameyang at Arsenal. Facts. League table and form says it all.
Ooh.
They were flying.
Think
when they
about it,
were
guys.
winning.
I'm not just a pretty face.
I'm just gonna
I'm not
say.
even a pretty face.
I'm just gonna say the voting for Gaffer of the Week is open.
The lines are now open, as
Lines
they say
are
on
now
like X
open.
Factor, yeah.
Feel free to vote for Continental Jess.
Wow.
If that's how you
I didn't
feel.
think of that. That weren't even in my notes.
That's a great shout.
I had the record for Crystal Palace is 2 wins from 17 games without Zaha.
Whoa.
That is mad.
Whoa. What so basically I'm not allowed to have anything nice to say about Palace because of where I'm from in South
Yeah,
London.
affiliations.
Yeah, but after what that lot did this week, yeah,
Mhm.
I can't even. But I'm happy that Palace have found a way to play Zaha and Eze in the same team.
It's looking good, man.
Yeah, it's looking good. Like the setup that the Owl, Hodgson's got. It's really, I like what he's doing at the moment. And unsung hero, spoke about him last week, young Jeff Schlupp.
Yeah, big up, man. Yeah, big
Yeah.
up Palace, man.
Are we,
Benteke.
so wait, are we doing this? Is this what we're doing?
What?
Palace.
No, I'm just saying. Is this what we're doing? We're doing this. Oh,
Okay, and Milivojevic.
bro, it's West Brom.
I've done.
It's the
Yeah.
same.
Let's move forwards. Yeah, you're right. Benteke in this game alone has matched his scoring tally for last season, and he doubled that of the season before with 2 goals.
Shit.
So big up Benteke, and yeah, it was good to see that again.
Hey, what happened? Hey, do you lot remember what he was on at Aston
At Villa.
Crud.
Scary.
It's one of my favorite
crazy.
strikers.
Scary. It was
Big
scary.
text for
Big
them.
text.
Yeah, it was scary.
Sheffield United and Leicester.
We ain't
Anyone
gonna talk
watch
about that game now. We can just
No,
move on
no,
now.
I know.
I've
I got something to
notes.
say.
Yeah, I got notes.
Yeah.
I got notes.
Jamie Vardy scored 90th minute winner for Leicester to break Sheffield United
Oh,
again.
Wait, Dan, as you say that in my notes, what have I got? I've just got pain. It says pain.
Vardy.
Did you
And
see
then I've got
Wilder?
Vardy legend.
Did you
When
see
he
Wilder at the
popped off.
end?
No.
When he saw the goal happening,
Hands and
Zaki
knees.
knew. He knew it was gonna happen once he
He
saw Vardy
knows.
through.
He knows.
The clock's starting to tick.
relegation.
I think the clock's like this. The top clock went today. Like
He's got a
it's
goal.
counting down. Yeah, they're in a perilous position. Bottom of the Prem.
I'll tell you what though. One thing that is a little shining ray of hope is John.
John. Yeah, he's
I
back.
don't know why I always go to say Jeff Lundstrom. He looks like a Jeff. Maybe that's racist. I don't know. I'm not racist. But his name's John. John Lundstrom though, yeah?
Yeah,
He's back in the squad because I know he weren't really playing because he got some
little
contract
contract
issue.
thing. He said he don't want to sign.
But they
can't afford
look
to.
way better. Don't you understand? You're not in that space. Like, play the man and try your best to stay in the league.
A lot of people wonder like what's happened to Sheffield United between last season and this season.
O'Connell's injured as well. That's another thing.
I think the worst thing that happened to them was them finishing so high up the table. They started to believe their own hype.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing that's ever happened to a lot of people. I mean, I wouldn't even be here on Armchair Gaffers if I never had the same problem back in my playing days. But we'll go there another time.
I was wondering where he was going.
Where was he going?
That's another story. I think had they had last season and just climbed up the table and finished about like 15th, 16th, they would not be where they are now.
Yeah, they
But
were patting up.
I think what's happened, they believe their own hype. On top of being found out and on top of not adjusting or adapting, they thought, we're equipped, we can do this. And they're learning the hard way. Yeah. But I'm happy because Scorcher's guy Wilder has been found out, so I'm happy.
He went straight down the tunnel after the game. I'd like to say on Jamie Vardy's goal, I think it's the most James Vardy. I keep calling him James. Jamie Vardy goal I've ever seen.
I haven't seen it yet.
So there's like pace from the halfway line. Left the defender for dead. I think the defender should take him out. 90th minute, 1-0.
I am getting my red.
You get your red.
Why have
sit
you
it
not
out.
wiped him?
You got to wipe him out.
He left him.
Clinical finish, and then he broke the corner flag with his celebration because he's a scumbag.
Yeah.
And then he laughed at the ref for booking him. He laughed.
He's got
It doesn't
beef
get
with
more
Sheffield.
Vardy than
doesn't
that.
get
It
more
was
Vardy than
amazing. Sheffield United, I guess, situation's critical now. 1 point from a possible 33. Is anyone can anyone spin that? There's
33 games.
There's no spin.
I'm
you
just
can put
thinking
that.
about young Ryan Brewster now. Like, what is
Started on the bench today. So Wilder has produced near miracles at the club so far, but surely the situation is impossible to turn around this week.
Yeah.
Done.
It's done for them, man. Poor Wilder, man. I like him as well. Man. Seems like
it's
a
a
good
shame,
guy.
yeah.
He's come from League One, innit?
It's a shame.
So really, when you put all things considered, he's doing a great job.
to be in the Premier League?
I'm out. The one stat I've got on this game is James Maddison provided his first Premier League assist in 363 days.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
That's
What?
crazy. I used to
What?
say,
No, I'm seeing
I
it.
used
JM10.
to say
Madders.
Grealish
JM10,
is better
the brand.
than JM10 from earlier.
It's not JM10, it's now Madders, actually, sorry.
Yeah, Madders. I've
It's
said
not
it for
Madders.
ages. He just looks
Part
pretty.
of Rock Nation as well, isn't
He
it?
just looks pretty on the ball.
Part of the Rock Nation.
And
agency.
do you know what it is? Because of how he stands cool before his free kicks.
Yeah.
You think he's got some assist, but there's no assist.
Yeah, one assist.
But he did have an injury though, to be fair.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But still, you're moving meaty and your brand name, and I'm not on that. So pattern up.
Come on, man.
Simple things. The biggest game of the weekend, North London derby.
NLD.
We don't have a lot of time left on the old stopwatch here, but I'd say that game was a further example of Mourinho getting his groove back. Tottenham returned to the top of the Premier League. It feels like I say that with every single game we talk about. With a comfortable victory over arch rivals Arsenal, as Harry Kane became North London derby's highest ever goal scorer.
Legend.
Some excerpts from the interviews after the game. Mourinho on Arsenal having control in the second half. He said, "Why would I expose my defensive lock if I don't have to? We are not guilty of being 2-0 up. With Mikel, Arsenal will be Arsenal again."
This is why he's unbeaten.
Wow,
against
legend.
them.
Is that what he said?
Legend. Let me tell you something
He's
about
Getting,
he's
he someone needs to stop this now. He's getting out of control.
No,
I'll be
listen.
honest.
he's flexing right now. He's
Flexing.
flexing.
I don't even want to read
But
that
the thing
again.
is, on a footballing perspective, yeah, you know, when you have a well-drilled defensive unit, okay, the opposition cannot score when they have the ball. That's how it works. It might sound mad, yeah, but they score when you have the ball, when you try and attack. That's when you've pulled out of space. Pulled out of space. He knows he's clocked football. Yeah, he knows if you have the ball, you cannot score.
Or Arsenal's just never gonna score.
No. They're hard to break down. Coach,
I kind of know what you're saying.
Because viewers at home, Armchair Gaffers at home, we're all well schooled and well read in the art of football. Is what Jess is saying. Is
Think
it making
about what
sense?
I'm saying, yeah.
Because it sounds mad, but I think
It sounds
there's
mad.
something
When,
in it.
when you've got your two blocks and you've got Son, who only runs between 99 and 100 miles an hour, and he's got composure and finishing. And you've got Kane, who can pin anybody,
Yeah.
and his touch is fantastic.
And then if
yeah?
not, he just does the little arch back and goes down.
and he goes down, he's a footballing genius.
he's
yeah?
just mad.
This,
Yeah.
and he
With
drops.
Mourinho's defense, you're not going to break them down. I don't care if you got Ozil.
I don't know. You're not like
Nah.
Eric Dyer is here to be helpful.
When, I'm not talking about an individual perspective. I'm talking about like
Eric
as a
Dyer's looking
team.
like 60 million right now.
As a team. That's because it's a team setup. You're not going to break them down. So when they get the ball and they try and kick ball, then they can get exposed. But if they just sit back and absorb it, especially a team like Arsenal, you're not going to get through them.
What minute did Son score in?
13.
It was over since from Son
You
scored the
don't want
first
them-
goal.
You don't want Spurs getting at
It
the
was
minute.
over.
Yeah, you don't want them getting
It
that
was
first goal.
over.
And I guess what Jesse's saying is, two banks of four, Højbjerg and Sissoko in front.
Højbjerg and Sissoko, come on, man.
And I guess looking at Arsenal's stats in terms of goals, 10 scored, 17th. That's ranked 17th in the
10
Prem.
goals, a goal a game.
Shots on target, only 32 across all of the games. That's the
Whoa.
18th, joint 18th. And in chances created, they've created 65 chances, which is joint 20th.
Arteta's
Like
got a
Mourinho
goal.
said, under Arteta, Arsenal will do what?
I can't believe it. Mourinho said, with Mikel, Arsenal will be Arsenal again.
Lovely.
He
Perfect.
is.
That is so loaded. It is
He
unbelievable.
really hates Arsenal, don't he?
Hey, do you know what's sick though? Do you know what is sicker than any of this? North London derby win, wicked. Draw against Chelsea, wicked.
Mhm.
Beat Man City, wicked. So you're all buzzing, yeah.
Yeah.
But what they don't tell you is where the fuck is Gareth Bale? Because it's getting to the day. It's getting to there's a day, yeah. See me. When I look at transfers, yeah, there's a day. You've all got one day. Yeah. You all need to by Boxing Day, whatever you're on, that's who you
Let
are.
it be known. Okay, you
Yeah.
had a little while.
Don't
now.
worry. We still got the League Cup fixtures, FA Cup.
Europa
starts.
is.
Europa. Don't
But
worry.
you're saying that's not.
I'm watching the.
That's not what
you man ain't. Yeah, I'm watching the Europa
Yeah,
games.
so
you lot ain't watching them.
we're seeing the result, the
Yeah.
scorers,
And the
and,
lineup.
and Bell
And a little
you're
celebration,
No,
yeah.
What's
no.
going on? Fill us
I'm
in.
telling
Fill
you, man, Gareth Bell is yet to arrive in England. The only day you see, am I not understanding? He's unfit in December.
Yeah,
This is the same thing that everyone had a lot to say about Ndombele and whoever. Like, if it wasn't Gareth Bell, man would have a lot to say.
The commentators were saying, "So, what do you think of the Gareth Bell situation?"
He's going
They
to
said,
come good in the second half of the season.
He looks happy.
He looks
happy.
Happy
fuck
because he
what
was on the
happy?
sideline smiling.
Smiling.
And,
But yeah, no, I understand. Do you know why he looks happy? Because he's unfit, getting 600 quid a week at the moment to draw against Lask,
yeah,
He's lost his quality.
mate.
So
But that's why he's
after
happy.
taxes
That
getting
is why
over-
he's
'Cause he
happy.
knows.
Because he's still getting his wage. That it makes sense. It makes sense now.
Hey, these are some strong accusations. I've got Mikel Arteta's parts of his interview.
Oh god.
He said they had 2 situations. They scored 2 goals.
And that's football.
Football, mate. But
We have
efficiency.
54 crosses, but only 2 shots on target. We have to improve on our end product. We created more than Spurs today, that's for sure. Same against Wolves last week.
Sorry, how many crosses
54.
in one game?
Yeah, that's what.
Why is a team like Arsenal, yeah, who used to play the Arsenal way
How long ago was that? Just
many years
so
ago,
long.
why are you now relying on crosses, Mr. Arsenal?
I remember when David Moyes got laughed out of Manchester for United playing against Fulham. Stupid amount of crosses,
Yeah.
and his tenure ended shortly after that.
Exactly.
54 crosses today.
Come on, man.
Arteta's in a worse position
and
than Moyes.
and a foul throw from young Hector Bellerin.
2 foul throws. And
Two
I think
foul
it
throws,
nearly caused DT from Arsenal Fan TV some sort of like,
explosion.
yeah.
What do we think about all of that?
Foul throws in
No.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Arsenal fan TV.
I like them.
I'm here for
Where
it.
are the? I don't. So like, I don't keep. What are they? What's the latest vibe at the moment?
Never watched
No,
Arsenal
the
fan
vibe,
TV.
the vibe
'Cause
is.
I know it was Emery out at stage. So what's the
Yeah.
vibe now?
The vibe is. No one is explicitly
Yeah.
saying it as much as when it was the Emery times, but we're getting to that point.
Or Wenger, yeah. I think we're getting close.
We're approaching
Couple weeks.
You know, we're like a third of the way through the season.
It's still early. That's what people.
But they are they're 15th, aren't they?
My friend called me away here, and he said, "Hey, I think Arsenal can stay up." I think Arsenal can stay up. I was like, "Oh Lord, wow,
Yeah, Arsenal.
United fan."
Do you know what I was just thinking? Like when I was chatting with my brethren before the game, like we was going through it, and I was like, like before the fans came back, I was like, this is a game where there's no fans, so there's no added pressure or motivation even. All you really got is two managers with whatever experience they've got, whatever they've won, their tactics and their philosophies. That's what you've got. And their squads, obviously.
Yeah.
But then, add in some fans.
Some boisterous
game changes. So
support,
you got,
yeah.
for me,
Yeah,
I would
derby.
argue Mourinho is the better tactician and manager
Wait, hold on. What?
than Arteta. I'm just saying.
No. But
That's not
I,
bad
w-
to say.
I would say Mourinho is a better tactician than most managers.
Fair
And
enough.
in terms of being a better manager, he's managed some big names.
Who was Arteta managed before this?
Raheem
No
Sterling.
No one. He didn't manage it. That was Pep's
I
job.
think he was coach. He was
Maybe
coached
coached them.
Wales under 15.
I would
think it was.
expect Mourinho to be the better tactician and the better
Arsenal's
manager.
board has just left him to just drown.
So when you actually look at that and then you say, on top of all of that, Tottenham's form, and then you throw in 2,000 fans,
Yeah.
the task kind of gets a bit...
Mm-hmm.
It's mad though as well. It's like mad when you look at it though. If you like compare the managers, like you look at Ozil under Jose.
Jose, purposely said in an interview, Ozil is the best number 10 in the world.
But to be fair, underneath Jose, he was though. He was the premier number 10 in the
He's pissing
world.
me off. I'm gonna be honest. He's just getting his energy
sorry,
back. He's
I'm
doing
sorry,
little
yeah.
things like.
I watched that Tottenham thing on Amazon, and I've bought into the whole Jose brand.
Imagine they do it. They need to do it again. Like start it again now.
They
It
need
needs to
own
be
it.
going
Like
now.
Amazon
Because you know right
run
now, you see this season, this is the Joe. Like last season is whatever. This is
clearing
the
Poch's
Jose
desk and-
season.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like this is the season when he starts fucking trying to hypnotize man, and he's
He's got people under his spell at the minute, man.
He's got me in the spell for sure.
Oh, can I just say one note? Son and Kane are gonna break this record.
What is this record?
They've got like some record of
The
most
combination, I
combined
feel
goals.
like they were
I think they got 5 more to go.
very
now.
close in. So what is that for the season or ever?
No. I think it's no. Yeah, to break for in a season.
I think in a season because I think they were already probably the most lethal partnership in the Prem based on last year.
I don't know.
I've seen
But I know they're
a picture on
running
it, yeah.
down on Thierry and someone.
Yes, it's getting.
Robbie Dennis.
It's
I'm
getting mad.
Today.
Oh yeah, they didn't like that.
They
SB
didn't like
last
that
week.
Dennis
Yeah.
workout.
I was in Costa this morning and overheard some guys talking about NLD. So I thought let me just chime in. And one of the guys said that Son is the most underrated player in the Prem. He said that Son's the best player in the Prem. And then today,
If the editors can see this, we could insert a clip where.
and then today, I was watching the North London derby and I saw the ball that Kane played round the corner to Son. It was not a long ball. I'm talking about it's like a long way from when he played the ball to Son finally scoring. Yeah, it's a Kane assist, but the commentator was quick to point out Kane's pass as opposed to Son's finish, which was a stellar.
I noticed that, and I was like,
they brought it back.
"Are we being
Have you just seen the goal?
Have you done?
He's just wrapped it in from I don't know where,
A
and
goal
you're
of the month,
talking
contender,
about
goal of the season.
That's what it's from. That part of the pitch is called I don't know where.
It's
when you score from
it's a
there,
mythical part of
And
it.
you see where he scored from,
I don't know
Usually
where.
people want to blame, but it's kind of like, who do you blame?
He shot
Yeah,
from the
yeah,
area.
yeah.
Well,
like-
the ball
He'll
was
shoot from
there,
that
and then
area.
it went last minute. It's there. You don't blame
And I
anyone.
heard, Kane gave him an assist. I said, are you serious?
So guys, please, we're tired of this now. Can we, Son, Mane, we need to give them their Mane's got his props now.
Yeah.
But it's like you can only prop one
At a time.
Yeah, like they're saying we want to give him his props, but we can't.
Son's been doing this for ages.
For ages.
I said that I noticed. I said I don't know if I said it on the pod. I went and took his because I noticed every single season when Kane gets injured, Son steps up, scores a bag of goals.
I remember.
So
People
You
know-
said he scores
He's-
every single game when
He's,
Oh, he
better,
bags
he's,
every
he's
game
better
when
than
Kane don't
when people
play.
were saying he's better than Kane. I remember those days.
So he's got he's on 30 goal contributions a season for
Oh, I remember we ran the numbers. Yeah,
3 straight.
no, it's more. I think it's 4.
Of minimum 3, but 4 more than likely.
yeah, in all comps,
He looks like he's trying to push on again.
go 40. Yeah, I respect it, man.
Do you know what Son's secret is? You probably know this.
No girlfriend. His dad said he can't have a girlfriend until he finishes playing football.
Seriously?
Because you can only, when you have a family, you have to devote your life to your family.
I do hear that.
But
Is he doing that?
But I seen the way when he comes about and them Korean gals, I'm certain
He might not be telling his dad the full story.
because I seen how the Korean girls move.
Mad.
They don't really care about black guys. You see them when you go to the Tottenham games, and they're clean. Some of them are clean. I'm like, I
know
need
what they're
to
here
see
for.
what Korea's saying, but they're not really. There's a language issue. So when man try and get it,
We
community,
can work on that though, man.
No,
Duolingo and that.
You know, sex is banned in Korea. You know that, right?
Northern Korea.
North-
No, I'm not talking
Korea.
about the Pyongyang. I'm talking about like what's the thing from Seoul? Like the
Seoul.
South.
Yeah,
South
South is
Korea.
banned.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's probably not. I don't know.
Before we wrap on the North London derby, quick word on Thomas Partey. What would you say to Thomas Partey about what he did in the build-up to the second goal, which I guess
You know what's mad? I didn't even know he came off the pitch until Tottenham scored, and then they said he's
so
just
he
walked
tried
off.
to walk off.
He's just walked off. the
Arteta's
pitch.
pushed him back on. He's seen the ball pass to Son, and
It was
walked
too
back.
late.
What do you say to him in that instance if you're Arsenal captain
You push him on the pitch
in a
But
change
the
room?
other
What do you say
thing
to
is
him?
as well, man, don't know how injured he is, man. Like,
because he shouldn't have been playing anyway, should he? Really?
They forced him
reckon-
back. He's supposed to be
I-
out for 4 to 6 weeks. Was
Yeah.
that what
I reckon he was X.
I do as well, and he just
Like,
came down on a
and
heart thing.
he had a few collisions and whatnot in the game. I remember Serge Aurier landing on him in one instance.
One of them, he had a collision that he won, and I remember thinking, oh, raw, okay, you're right, like because he kind of powered through someone. I thought, oh no, he's. I remember noticing
Højbjerg,
that,
yeah.
thinking, oh, maybe
He
you're
tried,
blessed.
though.
Oh, what's it called?
It's
Was it
Højbjerg.
Højbjerg?
he
Yeah,
moved him.
Yeah,
but yeah,
Russians.
when I think, and I think I say this because I watched Partey at Atletico, so this is I don't know Partey to be like, you know, like
A baller.
He's not that guy. So I genuinely believe he is X'd.
Yeah.
Jess, what'd you say?
So
Does you lie down in the middle of the pitch, make sure the ref gets you subbed off? Do you walk off when
do
the
you know
game's
what?
going on?
Yeah, today on my game, X'd my ankle.
Same kind of level.
That's when one shoot my ankle's X'd, and it's not even a joke. This is for once. I'm not even joking. And I hobbled off the pitch. I'm not the kind to lay down on the pitch and stop playing. Even I probably should have.
Dark arts.
Yeah, no, I walked off the pitch and said, I can't play. It was the last like 2 minutes. It was that bad. I couldn't even stand. So I kind of get it. I can't really talk on this.
I reckon he was in such a bad place that he just was like, "This is mad."
Yeah, I mean, it's
I
not
need to
just
get
the
to
physicals, the mental as well.
Treatment.
Yeah, there's a lot
I
going
feel
on.
for him, man.
That's
Yeah.
mad.
And the reality is he probably shouldn't have been playing that game.
No way.
No
He's-
way.
Yeah, I saw like last week or maybe the week before when he was missing. They were saying probably like 4 weeks.
Yeah, I
possibly.
heard it was more serious than.
So they've rushed
yeah.
him back for the big one and the risk. You got to take risks sometimes, but it just hasn't
All
paid
right,
off.
the first 10 minutes when they started, it looked like a
I
good decision.
I didn't notice that Partey can actually play. He's a football player.
He's
No, he
breaking
can
the
play.
lines,
He
bro.
You know, he
Plays.
plays football. Like he plays.
And when you try to press him as well,
he can play.
can
he
play
likes that.
Yeah.
He could push past you and
Yeah, 'cause he
yeah.
does that
There's a
one.
little gear one
It's
shift.
like in your mind, you think I can press him half-heartedly because he's not really good in the ball, and then
He's
Yeah,
beyond you. Yeah.
and the problem is as well, he's a bit better technically than you realize,
Yeah.
a lot better. technically.
Yeah.
On both feet.
and he's a fucking animal.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if you know, like them man, when you connect with them,
It hurts.
You're-
No, you
yeah.
can't.
it's mad. Like it's like,
the
it's
sharp
like, you know,
20
you know,
elbows, yeah.
you know, like when you got like a magnet, yeah, and you got it near something. It's not on it. It's not on it. Yeah, but it's like,
There's a field.
actually-
There's a field.
Fam,
Yeah.
Party's like that kind of thing, and if you connect, you're stuck. You're stuck. You're X now, and he's going that way.
Imagine Partey at Liverpool.
They got Fabinho.
Yeah.
Well, so Firmino's centre back now.
Hey, who's the biggest boss in the Prem?
The biggest
As
boss.
in, and when I say boss, I mean like the midfielder.
The biggest boss
Who's
in the
the
Prem.
biggest
The
boss?
coldest enforcer.
In the Prem,
Right now.
you may have to look at the top 4 potentially. I'm
And it's
sure,
not good
yeah.
enough to just say enforcer. No, they got to be a boss.
In everything they do.
Where's Fellaini playing these days? I'm kidding. The biggest boss, it might even be Henderson, Jordan. What?
Jordan growled.
Nah.
He growled at Costa that time. Like that. I think everyone got carried away with that.
Where are you at, Dan?
I'm in.
Is it Ilkay?
Nah. It's still Fernandinho.
But no, you can't do that, Dan, because he hasn't been playing.
He doesn't play.
He hasn't played.
Oh,
enough.
you're talking about man that need to have like had
Yeah,
90
man
minutes
that's
this
playing.
weekend.
Yeah. Man that kick ball.
Yeah.
Is it Abdullah? Is it?
No. I'm just asking you lot's opinions.
Yeah, I need.
Oh, do you not think there was an actual answer?
No, I'm trying to. Once it is, I'm saying getting your opinion on it as well.
Probably Gigi.
You think?
Think so?
Gigi's not angry, man.
He's not angry, but he dominates midfield, man.
Do you know who for me is
Who's a rattlers,
is who is might be the guy?
man? Who? Oh, I've got someone. Go on.
Fabinho.
Mhm.
Fabinho is mad for me.
Yeah.
And also
My one is 30. You lot are gonna
go on,
have
go
to
for it.
agree.
Go on.
Oriel Romeu.
You like
Oh,
Romeu?
yeah.
He's a horrible bastard.
He's horrible right now, isn't
He can play.
And he's strong.
He mixes it up. He's bare strong. He's got a no nonsense trim. He's had him since
yeah.
Romeu right now is
He come from Barca to Chelsea.
Yeah.
And then
big billion knee injury.
he was decent at Chelsea, you know.
Very
Like
decent.
in the
Yeah,
little
fits and
few
starts.
appearances. Yeah. But yeah, that was North London derby. Let us know. Is it time to maybe start up the Arteta out train? I don't know. And is this the best Jose we've seen in recent years? Whilst we were recording, Liverpool beat Wolves 4-0.
Oh, Lord.
Spun by Ross Clark.
4-0 there.
How many did Jota get?
Let me sip on it, yeah.
Shout out Big Rad, man. Jota didn't get any goals.
Oh.
Didn't start. Curtis Jones started ahead of him. Goals from Mo Salah. Mo Salah running down
Previously
the
one
wing.
to watch, by the way.
Jorginho Wijnaldum scored for Liverpool. He usually scores for Holland, but now
Was
he's
it a
scoring
header?
for Liverpool. Doesn't say. Joel Matip,
Ooh.
the most German-sounding German, like the most surprisingly German man. When he speaks, his accent is just so strong. And Nelson Semedo scored for Liverpool, or an own goal for Wolves. So yeah, 4-0, man. Liverpool, regardless of the crisis and the injuries, they're battering teams who beat other good teams. So yeah.
You know Joe Matip? Have you heard about Joe Matip recently? He's got like an armored guard, 24/7 armored security, like escort everywhere he goes to make sure he doesn't get injured.
And that was our weekend review.
You know, I was going
share, subscribe, and look out for Continental Corner coming tomorrow.
Wait, hold on. Are we gonna revisit our top four?
Oh yeah, before we wrap, SB, could I have your new top four?
Off the
Considering
cuff.
that things have changed.
Nah, surely that's gotta be last segment.
Nah, we'll end of this segment.
I say that because I wanna
Nope, end of this segment right now. SB, I'll go next and then you got time to think.
United,
First. Fourth.
Chelsea,
Chelsea.
City, Liverpool. So it's the same.
Yeah?
Won't change.
Cool. And what was his previous one?
The same.
Oh, the same.
SB was
Okay.
Man United, Chelsea, City, Liverpool. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Mine, I'm going first place. I'm gonna go for. Always start with the winners. Liverpool, because they've got injuries now and they're still getting results. So when they got their players back, who knows? Liverpool first place. I think Tottenham will bottle it and finish second now.
Okay.
Chelsea will bottle it as well and finish third.
Mhm.
And in fourth place, United.
Okay.
That Norwegian.
You still thinking, or should I go?
No, you go. Yeah, you
All
go.
right. I am going to go. Yeah, I'm going to stick with fourth place, Man United. My third place team will be City.
This one here is gonna age like fine wine.
Come on, Dan. Go on. We can always come back to this again in about 6 weeks.
I'm going to go Spurs and then Liverpool.
Okay.
You don't got a lot of Spurs hope here, ain't you? Let's remember.
It's Mourinho.
I've left Chelsea out.
Okay.
Tech Mundial. I got Liverpool winning the league, City coming second, Chelsea coming third, and Spurs coming fourth.
Love.
What did I have before?
You had Spurs fourth, Chelsea third, Liverpool second, Man City first.
Yeah, that's how I look. ACG, you know what I'm saying? ACG, yeah. Come on.
Come on. Yeah, catch us tomorrow for Continental Corner.
Peace.